Hello there. Back in the spring, I did a light-hearted video comparing my Audi Q4 e-tron with my Land Rover Discovery TD5. Although I wasn't taking it totally serious, they were kind of equivalent cars. They both cost the equivalent of 50 grand, both family cars, both the kind of thing you might see out and about of their time. This particular Discovery 2 just turned 20 years old. It's been in my family since my dad's uncle bought it round about 18 years ago. And then when he gave up driving, my dad bought it from him. Not long after my dad bought his 2003 Discovery, I bought a manual 2000 TD5 and promptly chucked a roof rack on it with a roof tent and took it off-roading and played in the snow and generally did Discovery type things with it. It hadn't been particularly well looked after though, and it had 170 odd thousand miles on it, whereas my dad's one had significantly less. With my Discovery long gone and my dad downsizing, I ended up with the 2003 Auto. It's been brilliant for whacking paddleboards on or taking 6 people on camping trips, although that did require putting 2 boxes on the roof. And the best thing about it is, even if you leave it a week or two, when you start it up from a cold start, it just fires away. Currently, it's sitting at just under 77,000 miles, which for a 20-year-old car isn't many. And it still scrubs up well. It is a 20-year-old Land Rover, so there's surface scratches and small dings and things here and there. But it looks pretty good. And at some point my dad resprayed the bumper to be black. And he also upgraded to Discovery 3 alloys, which seemed to give it a slightly better stance than standard, but the tyre size is still the same. As you can see, 7-seat option as well. And just to try and look after it a bit, it does have seat covers, which are nicely tailored to fit everywhere. It does have this, as standard, headliner sag above the driver, but the rest of it's pretty good. Although it's a 7-seater, I wouldn't recommend large adults trying to get in the back, but it's fine for smaller adults and kids, and it still has the function step to help you get in. The other great thing about this particular one, it still has airbags on the back. Now this is sped up, so it's not fast going up, but it does go up and it will go back down to normal. And because I've got the trailer remote, I can press and hold the button when the engine's running, the doors are closed, and drop it right down. Now this has never had a tow bar on it, but it makes it a bit easier for people to get in the back seats and into the boot. And back to normal. Even with the back suspension on its normal setting, you still get a pretty decent amount of flex from the solid front and rear axles. And it does have full self-drive. Well, it will plod on in low range in first gear until it hits something. Although it's fine for driving around town, it's much better suited to being out in the countryside. with all the seats folded up, it does a great job of carrying stuff. And the seats down, it also does a really good job of carrying people. Even in the back, because of the air suspension, the ride's pretty good. It just kind of soaks up all the bumps. Thanks to Land Rover's stadium seating arrangement, the middle row sits higher than the front row, so you get a slightly better view out, and the two seats in the boot sit higher than the middle row, so everyone gets a reasonable view forwards. I even like the sound of the 5-cylinder engine, although it's not quick. Despite it looking dramatic from the outside, it does stop well too. With the rear suspension raised to its highest setting, you can get a chance to have a look underneath, and normally that's where things start to look pretty terrible on a Disco 2. The chassis of my previous one had holes all over the place. This one though has been treated and wax oiled. It does need topped up a bit now, but it's remarkably solid. Inside, there's nothing particularly fancy. This one's got an aftermarket stereo with the world's smallest buttons, dual zone climate control, hill descent control, and this controls for the air suspension, 4-speed auto, and a low range transfer case, and that's about it. It's got a speedometer, rev counter, and some fog lights. Oh, and under the driver's seat, 12-disc CD changer, which still works. Overall then, I still rate this as a pretty good family car. Yeah, there are cars out there that have got better space for 7 people. And there are cars out there that are better off-road. And there are cars out there that are better looking. And there are cars out there that are definitely more economical. But this is such a great combination of all those things. Of all the cars I've owned, this is probably one of the best, and certainly the most capable. Right, that's all I've got for you in this video. Remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.